Welcome in, guys, to every single NFL team for the 2021 season, and I am back with the AFC South this time, and it's the Tennessee Titans. So let's go into the advanced the passing for that season. So we had Ryan Tannehill, who had played 17 games, started 17 games, completed 373. He had 531 attempts. He had AI, AA, Y at 39,509. He had 3,734 yards. AJ Brown, who had started 13 games, played started 13 games. Um, started 13, played 13 games. No completions, two attempted passes. We had Derrick Henry, who had a really injury. He had a lot of injuries in the off. Like, this was a Derek Carr that was injured majority of the season, and they still got to the playoffs with the without Derek Carr. But he only played 8 games of the season. And then we have the advanced receiving. We have AJ Brown, who had 13 games, like I said. He had 104 TGT, a reception of 63, and 5 touchdowns for the season. He got 621 in touchdowns. Um, in in sacks, he got 3.9, and then Mick Westbrook, he got 16 games, started 16, 573, received 38 and 476 yards. And then Julio Jones, who came from Atlanta, he only played 10 games. I look at Julio Jones, he played 10 games, received 31 and 434 yards. And that was a bad investment for me. Like, the Julio Jones thing. Now, I understand you're going for somebody with name value, but the whole thing was that he only played 10 games of that season. Like, that returning in value was not good enough. Like, in the long run, this is why the Tennessee Titans are over the cap space of $6 million, because they had Julio Jones, and the return on him wasn't that good. Then we go on to, like, the game they had against. Then we go to the advanced defense. You had Jacob Rabbit Jenkins, who had he had 14 games, started 13, 1 interception. Christian Fulton, 13 games, 2 interceptions, 37 completion, and 51.4 comp. Then we go on to a couple of examples I put on for this is that the game they had against the Cardinals, the first game of the season, they scored 13, so it was like 13 to 38, completed 22 passes. They had 36 attempts, 136 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception, 6 sacks that first game. And then to October to November, they go on a 6-game winning streak. So they had that great thing, and then after that, they win the division, and then what really gets exposed is that Ryan Tannehill, like, because that offensive line needs a lot of work. Like, you need a wide receiver, because Julio Jones is not going to be the guy, and he's a bad investment. So go for maybe somebody like Robert Wood. I know you're in the salary crap, so I don't know if that's going to work. So go for somebody in the draft like a Drake London. See if he's going to be the dude or not. Or you can go for I would have said Allen Robinson, but he's not. He's with the Rams. But whatever, you have to find a wide receiver, a tight end, an edge rusher, an offensive tackle, because you need to protect Ryan Tannehill, and you need Ryan Tannehill for Ryan. Ryan Tannehill, and then you need a quarterback. And I know that this quarterback class is weak, and you maybe should have gone for somebody in a trade, maybe like a Deshaun Watson, or and maybe you're gonna go the stupid way and go for Baker Mayfield, but I don't know, but you need a quarterback, and yeah, the quarterback class, like, you could maybe, if you did this a year ago, maybe get yourself Mac Jones, got yourself maybe Justin Fields or whoever, then you've got somebody ready for this season. But this coming draft, I know the draft class isn't great. You've got uh, Desmond Ridder, then you've got Kenny Pickett, then you have Malik Willis, who I think out of all of them, him and Matt Corral, I think Malik Willis is the better quarterback. So you maybe go for him, but definitely need a quarterback in this season. And then a couple of other stats that I came up with. A couple of other stats that I came up with that there was top 5 in running the ball. There was top third in passing the game, leading possession. Like I said about Julio Jones, he wasn't really a good investment. They had 5th in points allowed, and then they get to the playoffs, to lose to the Bengals, who, I talked about the Bengals before. They've got I look at the Tennessee Titans, and they've got a good defense. They just need to work on the offensive line and the wide receiver, the tight end, the edge rusher, the quarterback position. When you fix those positions, then you can actually be challenging for championships. You won the AFC South last season, because look at it, the Texans weren't great last season. Do ball, football. We all know how much of a dumpster fire Jacksonville is. So you look at that, and the Colts as well, Carson Wentz. So you won the AFC South, but there's a lot of things that need to improve in that franchise for Tennessee, like I said, quarterback. So leave you guys thoughts on. And before I actually, one last thing, they did have a regular season record of 12-5, so they didn't have a bad season. So only thing is that Ryan Tannehill is the reason why they didn't get any. Ryan Tannehill was the reason why they didn't get any further in the they didn't get to a Super Bowl, because they need to upgrade on him. To be honest, like he is an elite level quarterback, and it cost them last season. So leave your guys' thoughts in the comments, guys, and I'll check you later. Peace.